Good afternoon, Year 4. It's Mrs. Collins here with today's reading challenge. If you've been following on with our weekly lessons, you'll have started our class book last week, Waiting for Goldie by Susan Gates. Can you remember what happened in the story? Let's recap. So, we'll learn all about Goldie, who is a pigeon. Goldie's real name is Goldeneye. Goldie's won lots and lots of competitions, racing competitions. Danny is looking after the pigeons while Grandad's in hospital. And Goldie's out on a competition right now. He waits and waits for Goldie to come home. But there's no sign of Goldie anywhere. He starts to get worried. Mum takes him to the hospital to visit Grandad, see how he's doing. Grandad's really poorly. And poor Danny doesn't have it in him to tell him the truth about Goldie, so he tells a lie. He tells him that Goldie's back and that she actually did really well in the competition. And then he said bye and left the hospital. That's where we got to last week. So we're going to start today on chapter 3, The Falcon's Nest. Wonder what's going to happen next. Is Goldie going to come back? Does Grandad find out about the lie? Let's find out. Can you read along with me? The Falcon's Nest. I'm still hoping Goldie might come back, but it's the day after the race and there's no sign of her. I'm sitting outside Grandad's pigeon loft, staring into the sky. I daren't even blink in case I miss her. Come on, Goldie! Come on, Goldie! Come on, Goldie! Sometimes racing pigeons turn up days after a race. They get lost or hit bad weather, but that's never happened to Goldie. She always comes home right on time. Come on, Goldie! I've known Goldie ever since she was an egg. I've known her since she was a floppy pink chick. I helped Grandad look after her. I've held her in my hands after a race and felt her little heart beating, pat-a-pat-pat. She's beautiful. She's pale grey. She's got shiny green and blue feathers on her neck that sparkle like sequins. Come on, Goldie! I can't stop saying that. I've been whispering it ever since I woke up, like a magic spell. Come on, Goldie! Come on, Goldie! But it can't be a very good spell. It's not working. It's not bringing Goldie back home. What am I going to do? I want my Grandad to get better. I want him to come out of hospital. But when he comes out, he'll come straight to his pigeon loft to see Goldie. Where's my champion racer, he'll ask me. You said she was all right. You said she won the race. Then what am I going to tell him? What's happened to Goldie? I asked the other pigeons on the roof of the loft. But they're no help. They just fluff out their feathers and go coo. Suddenly, I've got a sick feeling in my stomach. I've remembered what Grandad said last night about the peregrine falcons in the old quarry. It makes me shudder. Goldie could outfly a dozen falcons, I tell myself. But a hawk can snatch a pigeon right out of the sky, especially when it's tired at the end of the race. And when they eat one, there's nothing left but the feet. I can see the old quarry from Grandad's garden. It's only across that field. That's where those evil falcons have got their nest. I've just remembered what Grandad said last night. Someone should pull that nest down, then they'll go away. I hate those falcons. They probably killed Goldie. I bet they did. I can feel myself getting really angry. My fists are all bunched up in tight white knots. Oh dear, what do you think Danny's going to do next? Do you think going to the nest is a good idea? I didn't know what to do before. I was all mixed up, but now I know exactly what to do. Now I know exactly what I can say to Grandad when he comes home. I can say, I got rid of those falcons for you, Grandad. I did it all on my own. They're never going to kill your racing pigeons again. Chapter 4. In the Quarry. It only takes 5 minutes to run to the old quarry. My chest is burning when I get there, and I'm gasping for breath, but I don't stop. I go skidding through the trees to the quarry floor. I keep getting these awful pictures in my head of Goldie snatched out of the sky by cruel claws, just as she's almost reached home. Turn the page too quickly there. This is the page we're on. Can you read with me, Year 4? I can't bear to think about it. I've known Goldie ever since she was an egg, ever since she was a tiny, helpless chick. I want to get those falcons. I want revenge for Goldie. I want to be able to tell Grandad, "Take it easy, Grandad. You don't have to worry any more. I've taken care of those falcons for you." But I can't see any falcons. Where's their nest? I look around the quarry walls. That must be it. It's on the steepest side of the quarry. It looks like a big pile of sticks on a ledge. It's a long way up. But then I think of Goldie, eaten except for her feet. I don't want to think any more, so I start climbing the quarry wall. Even though I can hardly see where I'm going, my eyes are all blurry with tears. I'll get you, falcons, I shout up to the nest. My voice doesn't sound like my voice. It sounds like a growling, angry bear. It's not hard at all. I'm climbing fast. There are old tree roots to grab hold of. My hands are bleeding, but I don't feel the pain. I'm almost there. Whoops! Some rocks go clattering down. My foot slipped. I'm hanging on with my fingertips. I'm going to fall. Phew! Found a foothold. Don't look down. I'm clinging like a starfish to the rock face. Only a little way to go. I don't look down. My arms are so weak and trembly, but I'm there. Got you! I reach out my hand to sweep the nest away, to send it tumbling to the quarry floor. I see the chick. I never thought there'd be a chick. Its parents aren't here to protect it. It's pink and helpless, flopping about in the nest. I think of Goldie when she was small and helpless, when I looked after her. I pull my hand back. I can't do it. All my angry feelings gush away like water down a plug hole. I can't hurt that baby chick, not even for Goldie, not even for Grandad. I start climbing again, leaving the nest behind. I'm going to the top of the quarry. There's not far to go. I'm almost there. Oh no! That's me crying out. I just looked down. Big mistake. I feel sick. I feel dizzy. I can't move. I jam my hand into the gap at the top so I don't fall. What's that? It's a soft, feathery bundle. It's Goldie! She's squeezed herself into a tiny crack in the rock so the hawks can't see her. I know straight away it's her. No other pigeon has got golden eyes like that. She's special. She's one in a million. It's all right, I tell Goldie. I found you now. You'll be all right now. I forget about being scared, just grab Goldie, stuff her inside my shirt, and haul myself up to the top of the quarry. Safe. For ages I just lie in the grass with my eyes closed. When the world stops spinning, I open them. The first thing I see is the falcons. They've come back. They're right above me. 2 of them, circling high in the sky. They're gliding down to the nest to feed the chick, their wings spread out like fans. I just have to say, wow. They're amazing. I can't seem to take my eyes off them. I never knew they were so beautiful. Then I sit up and peek inside my shirt at Goldie. She looks very sick. She's a scrap of shivering feathers, and her golden eyes are dull. There's no sparkle in them. What's wrong, Goldie? Why didn't you fly home? Then I see what's wrong. It's her leg. It's tucked up underneath her. It looks like it's broken. I stand up then and start running. My legs are still shaky from the climb, but I know I've got to get home quickly if I'm going to save Goldie's life. Chapter 5. You ready to read with me, Year 4? Touch and go. It was touch and go with Goldie. I didn't think she would live. I've seen Grandad set pigeons' legs before. He does it with a cardboard tube and some sticky tape, but it's not as easy as it looks. When I tried with Goldie, my hands were shaking. I was so scared of hurting her. But I did it. I took off her racing ring and taped up her broken leg. Then I put her in a shoebox in the pigeon loft. She just sat there looking miserable. I put some grains of corn in it. She didn't eat them. I gave her some water. She didn't drink it. I thought, she'll be dead by morning. I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned all night. But next morning, when I went round to the pigeon loft, she looked much better. She'd had a drink. She ate some corn. She even went cuckoo at me. And in the weeks after that, she grew stronger and stronger. Her golden eyes grew bright again. Then, last night, Mum said to me, "Grandad's coming home tomorrow." Well, I was really pleased, but I was really worried too, because I haven't taken the splint off Goldie's leg yet. I don't know if it's mended properly. I don't know if she'll ever race again. So here I am, sitting outside Grandad's pigeon loft, worried sick. He'll be coming home in about an hour's time. I've got Goldie in my hands. I feel her heart going, pitter, pitter, pat. I've taken the splint off, just this minute, but I haven't let her fly yet. I daren't do it, but I have to. I have to find out if she can fly before Grandad gets here. Danny? Oh no, I know that voice. It's Grandad, coming down the garden. He's much sooner than expected. There's my champion racer, cries Grandad. He's got a stick to walk with. He sits down beside me on the bench, slowly, very slowly. He strokes Goldie's feathers gently with his finger. Whoosh, whoosh, the other pigeons whiz over our heads. Let her fly, Danny, says Grandad. This is what I thought about every day in the hospital, seeing my champion racer fly. My stomach's doing backflips. That's how nervous I am. But it's no good putting it off any longer. I stand up and hold Goldie high in the air. Come on, Goldie, I whisper to her. Then I toss her into the sky. She's flying. She flies straight and quick as an arrow to join the other birds, sunshine glittering on her wings. There goes my beauty, cries Grandad. I've still got some explaining to do. I have to tell Grandad the truth about Goldie, that she's broke her leg, that she didn't win the race, but somehow I don't think he'll mind too much. Just look at her fly, said Grandad. Look at my champion racer. In the distance, high over the old quarry, I can see the three birds circling. Grandad can't see them because his eyes aren't so good, but I recognise them straight away. It's the young falcon flying with its parents, riding the warm winds over the quarry. Come on, falcons, I whisper. They're fantastic. They're brilliant flyers. They'd better not catch my Goldie. That'd make me really sad. But I don't want to hurt them. I'm really glad I didn't do anything to hurt them the day I climbed the quarry wall. And if that sounds mixed up, I can't help it. That's the way I feel. What did you say just then about the falcons? Asked Grandad. There's nothing wrong with his ears. Oh, nothing, I tell him. I'm just pleased you're back. That's all. That's the end of the story. Now go to your activity, you